Thank you, Sandy. We are blessed to have such wonderful music in this place. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Door County. On behalf of the fellowship, I extend you a warm welcome. Here we celebrate diverse beliefs and backgrounds, spiritual growth and intellectual inquiry, as well as creative expression. My name is Mark Richards. I am your service leader today. And on behalf of all of us, I welcome you on this a little shady Mother's Day. If you are a mother, you are welcome here today. If you have ever wanted to be a mother, you are welcome here today. If you have ever had one or more mothers, you are welcome here today. And if you are estranged from your mother, you are particularly welcome here today. Before we start, I want to make sure everybody has taken out whatever device they have that sings, rings, or blings, and turn that noisemaker off, which I failed to do, so I have to do that right now. Okay. All right. Announcements. This is a time when we share information about events that are coming up that relate to the fellowship or to our mission in this world. If you have an announcement, Terry will bring you the microphone and you are welcome to.
On behalf of a joint group of people from the Environment Committee and the Building and Grounds Committee, we'd like for people to notice that we have started our native planting restoration in the two areas in front that are flanking the front door. We will have many more garden work parties coming up. The next one is this coming Tuesday at 9 a.m. And we are happy for any and all to attend for as long as anyone can be there. We have some tools and stools and lots of plants. Yeah, I know. I just saw it.
This coming up Thursday is the trash pickup day. And so we're going to gather at 9 o'clock at Kickash, and hopefully we'll have a crew of at least 4 because it makes it go real fast. Thank you.
Hi, Mary Dunworth here. Bob and I had the pleasure of attending the Peninsula Singers concert yesterday afternoon, and our dear friend Peggy Ladd, of course, is a member of that group. And she is enjoying breakfast brunch with her son Jay this morning, and asked me to remind you or tell you that there is a second and last concert this afternoon at 3 p.m. at the First Baptist Church in Sister Bay. And it was a wonderful concert. And a nice treat was to have 8 or 9 high school students from Door County schools be a part of the program. It was just beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. So it is our custom here at UUFDC to invite those who are new or have not been here for a while to introduce themselves. If you are so willing, please raise your hand, stand. Terry will bring you the microphone. No? We don't do the microphone. Okay, you're going to have to speak loud. Okay, so if you would raise your hand, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. We welcome you from Salt Lake City, Utah. My wife Jenna and
Ah,
myself are
cool.
UU members there. And we're traveling to Wisconsin right now to be here for the summer as camp hosts at one of the local campgrounds.
Cool.
And so we hope to join you in fellowship
Excellent.
in the coming months and getting to know many of you. It'd be great. We're happy to be here.
Welcome. Really?
Hi, I'm Molly Roby, and my friend Krista, we're here, Northern Sky starts our season rehearsals tomorrow. So we're back in town and hope to join you some Sundays when we're able.
Hi, I'm Katie Demrad Tuck. This is my beautiful family. We're from Appleton. And we were here in Door County for Mother's Day weekend. And when I saw our brilliant friend was speaking, we are members at the UU in Appleton. And when I saw Tracy Robertson was speaking, I'm like, it's an immediate yes. We're coming to service, so that's awesome.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Good morning. Bob and I are back again this week with our dear friend Lynn, who's brought us here many, many times over the years, and we welcome you from Muskegon, Michigan.
Okay, then just a reminder that after the service, there will be gathering in the gathering room for coffee and snacks. And then in about 15 minutes after that, we will gather back here for a talk back with our speaker. Are you raising your hand? Oh, I'm sorry.
If you would like to say
Okay. Who are you?
Priya.
Freya. Well, thanks for being with us today, Freya. Okay. Okay. All right, so we shall begin with words from Reverend Dr. William Schultz. Come into this place of peace and let its silence heal your spirit. Come into this place of memory and let its history soothe your soul. Come into this place of prophecy and power and let its vision change your life. Our opening words come to us from Dr. Takaya Nur Amin, a UU scholar and leader from Blacksburg, Virginia. This is from her piece called The Call of Our Faith. In every moment, life is giving us an invitation. I really believe that. I really believe that in every moment, life is giving us an invitation to do the things that are the most loving and life-affirming. And that doing the loving and the affirming thing is always the answer when you don't know what to do or if you're feeling unsure. There's always a moment of invitation to rethink or reevaluate. We're being invited into this cosmic dance of renewal and joy and justice, but you have to make the justice. It doesn't just show up without our participation or our effort. Things don't get better just by us waiting for them to happen. We all have to engage in the better making from wherever we are, and each moment presents an invitation for us to do that. To me, if we're talking about racial justice, love is about acknowledging that there has been a wrong, that there has been harm perpetrated, and that whether you personally feel like you participated in it or not, you are likely benefiting from the inequitable results of that harm. Even if you are a person who wants to say, well, I didn't participate in making things this way, if you are benefiting from the ill-gotten gains, then you have some responsibility to make things right. Especially if you then turn around and say that you believe in justice and equity. You are not let off the hook, no matter what. When we have broader conversations about reparations or what it looks like to repair, particularly the harms that have been done to its indigenous communities, Black communities, and other communities of color, I believe that love means thinking about the resources that enable life. So what does reparation look like at the intersection of communities of color and healthcare, or communities of color and education? What does it look like to have those kinds of conversations beyond just conversations about money and land that is owed, but also about accessing resources that have been inequitably distributed for more than a century? All of us should have a hand in those conversations, and all of us have some responsibility to bring about justice in those contexts. That is a part of the call, the mandate of what it is to be Unitarian Universalist, to figure out how we live together in loving, equitable, and just relationship with each other. I believe that the proof of our faith is the extent to which we do that. The proof of our faith is not in some confession that we make. The proof of our faith is not in some words that we say. The essence of our endeavor, the proof of what we believe, is in how we do the work of bringing about love, justice, and community. As Unitarian Universalists, I think we've given up perhaps too quickly on notions of salvation. If we think about the notion of being saved from harm, I don't know that it's actually possible to have personal salvation beyond the community. There's no way for you to have salvation and some kind of perfect flourishing outcome while everything around you is suffering and burning, because we are all connected. Our salvation is intimately tied up in each other's ability to see other people's as worthwhile. All human beings are valuable and possessing dignity. All life as having value and possessing dignity, and that's not the same as liking me. How do we create a context where all of that is possible? Where all the human driving and life is possible? That's going to require sacrifice and time and deep listening and nuance, but that's what being a Unitarian Universalist requires. Our faith traditions ask for other things. This is what Unitarian Universalism asks of us. This is what we signed up for. And to me, this is serious. The call of our faith is critical right now. Ours is not a faith of anything goes. When I hear people say, I am a Universalist because I can believe what I want, that's actually the farthest thing from the truth. It's time to lean into whether or not we really believe it, or are we just saying it to give ourselves the illusion of a faith community so we can feel like we have some kind of faith tradition? Do we really believe in the values of our faith enough to enact them in the larger world in a manner that is bold and clear and unequivocal? People need to know, especially in this moment, what our commitments are. And if we're going to say that we are a faith that is committed to justice, equity, and compassion in human relations, we have to actually do that. It's not about saying the thing. We have to do the thing. The words of Takaya Nur Amin. Please rise as you are willing and able, and join us in song hymn number 125 from Crush of Wealth and Power. And Sandy will play through it one time so we can all get the tune. From the crush of wealth and power, something broken us all. Waits the Spirit's silent hour, pleading with a poignant call. Bind all my wounds again. Even now our hearts are weary of the friend we need so much. When I see the pain you carry, shall I with a gentle touch bind all your wounds again? When our love for one another makes our burdens light to bear, find the sister and the brother hungry for the feast we share. Find all their wounds again. Every time our spirits languish, terrified to draw too near, may we know each other's anguish, and with love that casts out fear, bind all our wounds again. Please remain standing for the unison affirmation and doxology. We gather together to seek knowledge and wisdom, to explore freely the vast reaches of mind and spirit, to celebrate within a caring community those truths, ancient and modern, which give meaning and direction to our lives. From all that dwell below the skies, let songs of hope and faith arise. Let peace, goodwill on earth be sung, in every land, by every tongue. We come to our time to share with each other the joys and concerns of our lives. If you come with heaviness in your heart, please let us know so that we may share that burden. If you come with joy, please let us know so that we can share the light. Please remember that we are on video, and if you mention the name of someone who is not in the room, please make sure you have their permission to do so. Terry will bring the mic around.
Hi, Pam Good. My joy is that my husband is turning 80 on Friday. 8 months older than I am, so I'm still only 79. My concern is that I really think I'm only 39, just like Jack Benny.
Good.
And there is birthday cake.
Let them eat cake.
For a while, I've been telling you about one of my dearest friends who's undergoing some cancer treatment, and she had successful surgery and has now had her first chemotherapy. So if you'll keep her in mind in your thoughts, I would be so appreciative. Thank you.
Good morning, Beth Coleman, and it's a joy to be back in your midst. I've been gone since January with my mother. So fitting that Mother's Day, I'm thinking about her, and the joy is that she is resettled into a memory care unit that my sister and I both feel really good about. I feel good about the care she's receiving. The challenge, concern is just reintegrating life after a really long stretch of a lot of crises. And so I want to thank everyone for the cards, the thoughts. It just meant so much. Out of the blue, I was staying at my aunt's house to have something show up in the mail, and her neighbor would knock with the mail and ring the doorbell. And it was really sweet to have your notes and very meaningful. And this hymn is so fitting. You know, it really does take a community to help bind us up and keep us supported. And I felt that from you, so thank you.
Well, for the last 4 months, I found myself having to be in Illinois every weekend and a half because I enrolled in a course to become a certified yoga instructor.
Uh-oh.
And I would have to say that being 35 years older than anybody else in the class, I still got through it, and now I got my certificate. So I don't have any plans to be employed, though.
I'll try to be heard through my mask. What were two, one nonagenarian, one octogenarian, doing wandering around the county at 11 o'clock last night? What were we chasing? What did we see? Nada. However, we had a spectacular view at the end of the road where Phil Milkey's house used to be of the Big Dipper. So it was not for naught. And the friendship still lasts.
Absolutely.
I love children. They're just keeping us so humble and confident. This is Freya again. Do you want Mama to say? Yeah. So Freya's great grandmother had pneumonia last week, and so she would appreciate if we could keep her great grandma Joan in your hearts and thoughts as she navigates to heal. And we're hoping for a full recovery, but it's very uncertain. So. Yes, and so it's important for Freya that I say that she might die. And so we have been having a lot of conversation about death and what we believe and all of that. So does that feel good? Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Freya. Okay. All right. So as we all know, our community depends upon our wisdom, our work, and our wealth. Now is the time to collect our wealth. So the ushers will gather your gifts for the work that we do here and in the wider community.